So, episode 14 of the new Digimon Adventure series just aired, and there are some things I want to talk about. This is my first time doing a review video like this, so forgive me if I get to rambling a bit. This most recent episode of Digimon Adventure focuses on Koshiro and Tentomon, and honestly, this may just be the best episode of the series so far. Similar to the last handful of episodes, this one focuses on one of the kids and their partner Digimon, and eventually leads to that Digimon reaching their ultimate, or perfect form. Because I grew up with the English dub and that's what I'm most used to, I'm going to be referring to a majority of the names by their English versions, so please bear with me. So far we've gotten Metal Greymon, Wergurumon, Lilymon, and Garudamon, and now we're finally taking a look at Ultra Kabuterimon, or Mega Kabuterimon for the English dub people. Now the first thing I want to talk about in this episode is the setting. So while Yamato, Sora, and Joe are continuing on their journey from the last episode, we switch focus to the primary group of this episode, Taichi, Mimi, and Koshiro. This group happens upon a maze-like canyon that they'll have to navigate through for the episode. I just want to say how great a setting like this is for Koshiro, whose key character traits are associated with knowledge and logic, two things generally associated with mazes. At the start, we're shown how Koshiro's tablet is still on the fritz, something that's been going on for the last two episodes and seems to have been foreshadowing to this moment. Eventually, the party is set upon by a bunch of Kuwagamon, the Digimon evolve to their champion forms, and then they start getting their butts kicked. This really feels like the first time in the series that the team has felt completely overwhelmed by the enemy. We had kind of a similar situation like that with Metal Tyrannomon a few episodes back, but we really only saw how that fight affected Agumon and Taichi. In this encounter though, everyone is getting completely beaten. The party eventually gets split up and Koshiro's tablet has completely died at this point, and he's at a total loss of what to do. Until then, Koshiro has been the guy in the chair, the tactician, the supporter. With his tablet, he's been able to look up things from various angles and come up with solutions to problems. Now with what seems like his only source of power gone, he has no idea what to do. Kabuterimon tries to battle a Kuwagamon but gets completely outmatched. Probably the single greatest part about this episode is the way that they develop Koshiro's character, and it is far superior to any other we've seen so far. Koshiro is lost without his tablet. Despite everyone else thinking so, Koshiro doesn't really see himself as smart. He sees himself as resourceful and knows that by using what's available to him, he can find an answer. In every situation prior, he's used his tablet to gather more data about the situation, process and analyze that information, and determine a solution. Taking that tablet away from him is like clipping his wings. He feels like he can't do anything. However, this is where the partnership between child and Digimon really shines. Each Digimon has a unique connection with their child partner. With Taichi and Agumon, you can tell that the two are just best friends who can literally spend any amount of time together and still have fun. Yamato and Gabumon have a more calm partnership, with Gabumon sometimes acting as Yamato's inner voice because of how Yamato has a difficult time communicating with others. Sora and Piyamon often show a mother-daughter relationship. And Koshiro and Tentomon display a similar kind of parent-child relationship or guardian-child type of relationship. Tentomon is always supportive of Koshiro, and knows just how smart he is. In every series, Tentomon openly expresses how proud he is of Koshiro, and how much he loves the way Koshiro loves to learn. While Koshiro is watching his tablet or his computer with awe, Tentomon is watching him with that same feeling. During this battle, Koshiro feels totally helpless and out of his element. It's Kabuterimon that brings him back to himself. Kabuterimon is the one who tells Koshiro that his ability to learn and adapt is what makes him special, not his tablet. And it is only when Koshiro is able to see himself the way Kabuterimon sees him that he's able to apply his knowledge to overcome the obstacle, which eventually causes Kabuterimon to evolve. This leads to the next part of what I love about this episode, and that is the show don't tell style of writing that the episode uses to present evolving to ultimate level. Though this is alluded to in previous episodes, and is something that OG Digimon fans will likely be aware of, each child has a specific character trait that they embody. And it is only when they can truly harness this trait or emotion that they're able to help their partner evolve to the next level. For Taichi it's courage, Yamato it's friendship, Mimi sincerity, Sora love, and for Koshiro it's knowledge. So far it's only been when the children have truly displayed and accepted these traits in their respective episodes that their partners have been able to evolve to ultimate form. This was actually a complaint that I had about the previous episode when Bergermon evolved into Garudamon. The whole scene lacked a lot of the tension from previous episodes, and the evolution just felt out of place. I feel like this is because the writers didn't know how to easily portray Sora's love for Piyamon in this episode, especially with it being so early on in the series. So instead it just felt like the evolution came out of nowhere. In this episode, though, after Kabuterimon helps Koshiro overcome his doubts and embrace his knowledge, we as the audience see that this growth in his character is what leads to Kabuterimon to evolve and rescue the rest of their friends. This also helps us as the audience see why Greymon and Togemon didn't evolve earlier in the episode to help fight off the Kabuterimon. If you were paying attention, there was a moment earlier in the episode when Taichi was running to help Greymon, and Greymon actually almost evolved there. However, after Taichi saw just how bad Greymon was getting beat, he became scared. Taichi lost his courage, and therefore couldn't push Greymon that little extra bit he needed to evolve. It's only after Koshiro and Ultra Kabuterimon come to help Taichi that Taichi is able to build up his courage again, and Greymon is able to finally evolve. Overall, I thought this was a really fantastic episode, and definitely one of my favorites from the series so far. I felt like this one really gave Koshiro some of the much needed character focus and development he deserved, and I really like how it was subtly able to tell us why sometimes the Digimon aren't able to evolve into their ultimate forms, and it leaves us room to see more character growth in the future. The only thing that would have made this episode even better for me would be if they had shown a full ultimate evolution sequence for Lilymon, but hey, they didn't show Lilymon at all this episode, so there's still a little bit of hope maybe. What did you guys think though? Did you guys like this episode as much as I did? Let me know. This is the first time I've ever done a review style video like this, so let me know what you guys think of it. If you like it, I might continue to do them for future episodes, or even go back and review some of the previous episodes if you're interested. Either way though, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.